Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 28 of my gameplay series in No Man's Land. If this is what you are looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, so as mentioned, this is episode 28. Here we are. So first things first, we're going to go take a look at the farm. You guys are like, what? Yeah. We always do that anyway. So we'll do a quick update just in case anyone wasn't here for the last couple episodes or this is your first episode on here. So first off, something I always forget to mention, the channel's called Farmer Cop because I am a full-time police officer who loves to play farming simulator. So there you have it. Last episode we added these little bits around here to our house over here, and the wood is floating, but just ignore that. We may fix that later, but for now we're just gonna ignore it. We also bought this new truck for the farm. We sold off the old one. I didn't really want to sell it, but we just don't need it sitting around, you know. Anyhow, we have all of our different little bits here stored of equipment. We're working on filling this guy up with grass. I actually have another load with the Fent right there. So the Massie currently is planting over on the field over there. I'll look at that in a second, but here's the Fent with a full load of grass. I use the Massie to mow, and now the Fent is working on picking up the grass. A lot of our stuff is pretty well organized-ish. Just don't look in the bale barn. But yeah, everything seems to be going well. It's 11:15. We're running at 1 times just because there's so much going on. We may speed it up to 5 at some point if we want to get really crazy. But for now, this is what we're running. We do have some potatoes planted here. So if you weren't here, we have some subscriber contracts going where we need to grow some potatoes. So, oh, it's saving the game. That's right. I turned autosave on. So we have, what do we got here? Potatoes over here. Sugar beets. Yeah. Oats. Barley, and a little strip of potatoes here because we need to do barley for our contract. Look like the Massey's done, so we'll go ahead and hop in him real quick. Yeah, he's done over here, so everything's been planted. Actually, you know what we'll do, we'll hook up the Massey because we need to go talk about the town a little bit and look in there. There's a couple things I changed. By changed I mean just kind of, that's really all it means is I changed them. Nothing terribly exciting. Looks like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look at the potatoes. Looks like the bag's not, is it full? I can't tell. No, it's not full yet. Well, we can walk on top, I guess, and kind of fall in it. Get off of here before we fall through the glass, not grass. All right, we'll go park the cedar, and then we're going to go ahead and drive into town. But we're going to hook up the mowers. That's why we're going to take the Massie in, because we do have a subscriber contract to get some mowing done in there, and I don't want to put it off anymore. That guy needs his mowing done, even though that's a more recent subscriber contract. We have ones that we've gotten before that, but some of them we're waiting on stuff to grow. So as far as just a quick recap on subscriber contracts that we're working on right now. So let's look here. We have to get 100,000 liters of potatoes and sugar beets delivered to the root crop sell point, and we're getting $500 per 1,000 liters because the guy that owns that, I suppose, Richard A, who works there, said that they have a little bit of a shortage and we need to fill that. Clark Bar 86 has said we need to get 25,000 liters of oats, 10,000 of barley to the farm workers that work and live over here. There's a couple of houses over here, and so they live and work over there. So one of them has horses, one has chickens, so we're gonna get some food for those guys. We've already delivered 15,000 liters of oats. We did it last episode. Then Maycroft has a contract for us. We have to do 25 premium logs, 10 meters in length. He's gonna give us 2,500 bucks a piece, and we deliver those to the lumber mill. We have not started that at all, and I don't know if that one will get started this episode or not, just because we don't have any trees. We may end up planting some trees because I would like to give them, like, you know, legitimate premium logs. So maybe we'll get some trees planted and get those going for that contract, is kind of my plan. Then here's the contract I was talking about. We need to mow some grass and get it to get the grass across from the lumber mill mode. We're gonna do that for free because the person over there just kind of needed some help. So they said they're working on building a factory of some kind over there. I heard it might be a meat factory, but I also heard that it may not be. They said that they're trying to keep it a secret, so we'll see what it's gonna end up being. Oh, we need to get mowers here before I drive into town. So hook up the mowers here. But yeah, so we're gonna go and do that. I also got a call from a friend of ours over across the water, and they are over in, gosh, I can't remember exactly where they live now. It's blanking on me now, of course, but they're over in Europe. We'll go with that. So Thani1 has contacted me over my Discord server and says, hey, we need 200,000 liters of silage, which I know it sounds like a lot, but for us that really isn't a lot. We're cranking out silage pretty good. Said he heard our silage is pretty good, and there's a little bit of a shortage over there, and since we have a lot of excess here, he's asking for us to send 200,000 liters over there, and he's going to pay us a little bit more than the BGA, not by much. The BGA pays us $720 per 100,000, or per 100,000 per 1,000, and he's going to pay us $800 per 1,000, so a little bit more, which He would have paid more, but I said, no, that's perfect right there. You're giving us a better deal anyways, and that'll be awesome. So we may look at doing that with our next load of silage. If we get a big load of silage going, we might take the first 200,000 liters of that and send it to him so we can get that done, just because silage is pretty easy for us. We're just doing that regularly anyways. So we're going to head up here, and we are going to go ahead and cut the grass and probably knock out that one contract real quick, so it'll be an easy one. And that's going to be at that factory over there that's getting developed, so we just need to cut some of the grass around it. So we had that issue with the game lagging. I'm going to see, since I've come in here, see if it's still lagging. Yes, it is. Oh, not as bad. Not as bad. I was told by someone that if you reloaded it, it would lag less. But I reloaded it and came back in after our last episode, and I got rid of a bunch of stuff. Just different bits that we had placed around the town. So, like, essentially, I'll show you some examples here once we go into the town. But I did some of that, and then I think... then reloading it after I got rid of a lot of stuff, it sped it up significantly, and there's still a lot of stuff to do. So some of the stuff we'll drive around the town. I know this isn't where we're going to our contract, and take a look at some of the stuff I changed, which I don't think is a big deal. So I like to do super detailed, and when I'm placing stuff and adding stuff in, which I think is fine. It's part of the fun. But then even afterwards, if I change out some, so like here, there's another extra washing machine. We didn't need that, so I just took that out. Over here, they had some different details, toolboxes and stuff dotted around. Back here, they had just racks and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's cool to have it there, but we're never going to see it. It's not really going to matter a whole lot. They also had a bunch of floodlights. I just took them all out, except for like, I think 1 or 2. So they just didn't need it, Over at the farms over here, they had like tons of lights around and different details and stuff. And I just took the lights out because they don't need them. I did leave like, I think 1 street lamp out there. So they can still have a little bit of light. But like the big thing that kind of lags it down is like, if you look at this fence here, each of those sections of 2 is its own placeable, so those are really wearing it down. The garden center got the biggest work over. I got rid of the manure and slurry trading points out of here because we just don't use them. So basically everything over here, and we're not going to use a washing station over here since we have our own anyways. I might get rid of some more of the pallets and stuff in here, and the pellet sell point is going to go somewhere else, and that's probably going to be something I'm going to add this episode. That's a subscriber idea that I'm pretty excited about. So we'll take a look at that as well. Getting that added and removed from here. But it sounds like the garden center is planning to sell half of this land here. So I don't know if anyone's under contract to buy it or anything. And also, yeah, they had fences out front, those wood fences, which were all individual pieces. So I got rid of those. I got rid of the fence around the BGA because it had bushes already. So the fences, you couldn't even really see them anyways. And there's going to be some change ups and stuff. But yeah, for now, everything's looking good. Over here, I didn't really change anything with the fast food place. I kind of left it the same, I believe. But yeah, so up here I think there's some neighborhoods that are gonna get put in here. I think that's what they're working on building. Boy, our tractor's really struggling to get up. This is a heck of a hill, I will be honest. But yeah, they're gonna build some houses up here. It sounds like the straw barn, whoever owns the straw barn, it sounds like he's gonna sell out his land and move somewhere else, not to go away forever, but he said that they're got a pretty good offer since they want to put some developments in there, and he said he can buy some land out away from the town where he'd rather be anyways, since he used to be out and away from the town, he said, before they started developing. So he said he's going to do that. What else did I change up? Not a whole lot else. I took away some fences and stuff here and there, fences that didn't really matter or mean anything. I might take away some of the garden boxes. I really like the ones here. The ones on front of Farmer's Cop Supply will probably go away. I'll probably take away some of the bulk space here just because we don't need it. It's just... maybe leave like 2 of them. I took away the 2 water stations. I might take away some of the containers. But yeah, just some of the details. I'm going to take some more away from, like, the lumber mill doesn't need 38 wood stacks sitting out and about. The milk station, I got rid of some of the details placed around it. So yeah, just stuff like that that I'm just removing because it's not... it doesn't add a whole lot. It adds good detail, but it's like at the same time, I would rather the game run and not have to worry about it crashing. So hopefully you guys are good with that. If you're not, let me know down in the comments. But I think that's pretty reasonable for us to be able to take those out and get her all whatevered up and gussied up. All right, so I heard that this is where the thing that's going into the town today is going. I guess that's where they're going to build it. The city said it's not going to take them too long to build it, so they're going to clear the trees out and get it built, and it should be in tomorrow. So we'll have to see what that's going to be, but first we're going to go ahead and take care of our mowing contract, and this time I'm going to use our own mower since we're doing it not for the government, so I'm pretty excited about that. Especially since we can actually get it done in a reasonable amount of time now, I feel like. Not that I didn't enjoy the other mowing contract. That was fantastic. Very creative idea. I loved using that little mower too. Sorry, I get a quick drink of coffee there. Final thing I'll mention as we get going here into the mowing. Probably turn that down. All right, so as we get going to the mowing here, this is the giveaway episode. So this is the episode that I'm officially saying, here we are. This is where you're going to want to comment to get entered into the giveaway. If you commented before, I will still enter you. So at the same time, it's like, yeah, I guess you technically could comment on basically anything because, oh, we don't have access to this land. Well, you know what? We will mow this way and say they own this instead, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, funny stuff. We are going to come pick up the grass as part of our deal with them. They said we can keep the grass and do whatever we want with it since they're not going to need it for anything. So we'll come down here and take care of that as well. But yeah, we'll mow just some of this through here. Not get a ton of it, but just to help them out and get some of it mowed. But yes, we are going to do the giveaway 2 copies of the Cavernaland DLC. So if you comment on this episode, and if you're watching this episode 6 days from now, it's not too late. You can still comment, not copy. You can still comment. So I'm going to wait. It's not going to be announced for a week from when this episode comes out. So this episode comes out on the 23rd, and it's not going to be announced 2/1 until the 30th. So as long as you comment before, essentially, I'm going to say before the 30th. So on the 30th, it's too late because I'm going to have to be able to record the episode ahead of time and stuff like that. So, and it may even be if you can try to comment before that, you know, and everything like that. But I don't want to do the drawing until late as possible. But I do have to record somewhat ahead of time just to stay on top of things. But yeah, so comment if you want to have a chance to win that, and it's all platforms. It doesn't matter what platform you're playing on. I will find a way to either get you a copy or get you the means to purchase a copy for yourself. So, and I guess if I'm going to give you, if I'm going to pay you like through PayPal or something to purchase it, I guess you could buy whatever you wanted with the $15. But I expect to see pictures of your new Cavernaland DLC. No, I don't actually care that much. But anyhow, the DLC, the thing I am most excited about for that DLC is there is a round bale mower that has a wrapper on the back, and you go nonstop. There's no stopping to unload bales or anything like that. You just go and go and go and go. There's no stopping. It is a non-stop baler, which is amazing. That is a kind of a game changer type item, at least that's how I'm going to look at it. So that's honestly, I would buy the pack for the price for just that baler. Like, you might be like, that's a lot for a baler, but I mean, there's some other cool things in that kit, and I haven't even, you know, done the research to learn about all of them yet. But that's the thing I think, most excited about is in that kit. We will definitely have to do some silage bales of that thing, even if it's not just how we do silage. We'll do silage bales just to use that thing because that thing is legit. So yeah, so anyhow, I'm gonna mow some of this out here. As far as what we have going around the farm, we're getting stuff just growing. Everything's growing. Animals, yep, good job, save that bad boy. So that's all planted. Everything's planted. The grass isn't growing here yet, which is fine. We need to get a fertilizer state thrown on that. Yeah, fertilizer. We need to do some more fertilizing actually in general across the board, it looks like. So yeah, we'll do some more fertilizing. If we go into, not there, animals, here we go. So 72 sheep are doing good. We may end up feeding the sheep today. Pigs are doing good. We're gonna have to buy some more pig food at some point, but they're doing good. Everyone's going good. We might look at a new tractor today as well. We kind of, it would be helpful to have a second tractor kind of the size of the Massie. If we look at our loan, we only have 250,000. We have 200, so essentially we're about negative 50,000 with our total balance, essentially, if we're looking at it that way. But I think we'll be able to make some good money once we get these contracts going. We are looking at some good money from them, so I'm pretty excited about that. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna keep mowing. I'll get this done. I'll bring you guys back in when something exciting happens, hopefully. All right, so I brought our mowers back. I finished that contract up. Well, we haven't collected it yet, so we're not gonna, I mean, we're not gonna cross her off of the list yet. We're not getting paid for it anyway, so it don't matter a whole lot. But so I figured I should check on the mowers, and they definitely need some decent repair. So we'll tab over to, oh, I don't have the other mower in the area. And then I figure we can use our new washer and get these guys cleaned up since they deserve that. We'll see how that guy works. I haven't used it yet, so we'll see. It's the one that you can move around, which is pretty nifty. There we go. Yeah, you're not as bad as the other guy, but definitely need some repairs. And you know what? We might as well, or not customize. We want to always could upgrade him his engine. I love that too. That's crazy how much we could go, how far up we could go with that. He doesn't get any more speed though, does he? No, he doesn't. So we don't really need a whole lot more than that right now, but I do like that about this tractor. That was a lot of the reason why we bought it. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get this guy washed up. We haven't used our washer yet. This guy needs a bath. We're gonna start trying to get stuff cleaned up as we go, just to kind of help take better care of our equipment, I think. All right, let's roll that baby out. Well, in order to get to that, we probably should unfold that back mower. There we go. At least a little bit. We still want to be able to get under the deck to get all that grass and junk out of there. So I know it doesn't really actually matter, but it is fun to to feel like it does. So yeah, this thing you can just move around. Oh, yep. Sweet, it does work. Yep, we'll get all that gunk out of there. I wonder how far you can go with the hose. Pretty far. That's pretty far away from where it's at before, so get all that gunk out of there. Top of this one straight off. That guy's looking way better, looking like a new piece of machinery now. Get the tractor all cleaned up. Yeah, get some of that dirt off of there. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt on the tractor. Haven't cleaned the tractor since we bought it, so makes sense. Oop, there we go. Get this side all cleaned up. Front mower definitely needs some work, that's for sure. There is something refreshing about cleaning up the equipment. I'm not very good at staying on top of it. In my personal game, I think I have the washer sitting right next to the shed, and every time I use any of the equipment, I just go ahead and wash it and repair it, and then it's always good to go. Season's a little bit different because there'll be some chips and stuff in the paint that you can't get off unless you repaint the vehicle, which I think is that's pretty nifty. I do like that feature. All right, we'll stick this guy back under the rack here, kind of keep her out of the weather. There we go. All right. Drive this guy back around. Might do some sweeping today too with our little sweeper. Clean up some of the pavement in and around here. I do like that little thing. Where did I put it? I don't know where I set it. I think I set it over by the sheep. Yeah, that's where I set it. But no, that thing's pretty sweet. If you didn't see that thing is amazing. Let's see, the other thing we need to get a new of is a combine at some point. Ooh, new tractor, new combine. New tractor, new combine. It's a tricky one. Got those Farmer Cop combines we might take a look at. But, yeah, that might be something we look into. Probably won't be this episode, but, the other thing I think we might do today while we're waiting for everything to grow, and I know I got it on one time, so I obviously could have speeded it up and it'd be fine, but, what I need to do, so I mowed... Yep, autosave it. I mowed, we're gonna get over to this screen. I mowed the grass out here, so I still have a little bit to clean up through here, and I have that now all to clean up. So I figured that way, hopefully we can get over that 200,000 mark to get that silage subscriber contract knocked out, and I think we should be able to with that. So, and again, all this over here has been mowed. Well, at least the bits that it looks like I mowed. Now those are inside the building, so don't expect me to go get those. Yeah, so we'll go back over and we'll have to collect that as well. So we're probably going to take the Massie and collect everything. And then we may do some straw pellets today. We may lease the Primos, which is an expensive lease, but I think that'll be kind of fun to do. So we might work on doing that. I'm going to disconnect the vent. The vent, you're doing okay. Yeah, the vent's doing okay. Could use a little top off of fuel, but otherwise it's doing all right. So we'll go ahead and, I don't know what the vent's going to do next, so we're just going to go ahead and park it. Oh, actually, the vent needs to work on fertilizing. That's what the vent needs to do. We need all those fields to get some more fertilizer in them, so we will go ahead and hook the Fendt up to the fertilizer sprayer. And I haven't used the tank yet. I'll say I've been using the tank, but no, I haven't. That was on Sandy Bay 19 where I used the tank. Let's make sure these guys are both up to snuff here, and we'll need to put narrows on the Fendt anyways. Might as well repair you over here. Customize. Narrows the next one. Yep. Customize, yes, and then we'll need to, yeah, you could use a little bit of repair, so repair you. Perfect. Okay, and we'll clean you guys when you guys are done doing what you're doing. Let's go get you guys loaded up with some fertilizer, which I think that's herbicide that's outside here, sitting out there. So I switched over to fertilizer. I know we have the digestate spreader, but I think we probably have some digestate there, but yeah, that's herbicide, so we'll get into here. That's the problem, you can't unload from the fertilizer spreader into the tank here, so a little frustrating there, but it'll be okay. So we use liquid fertilizer for this round of crops, and then we will start back up using the digestate for the next round of crops, I think. Just because of what we have going on and everything like that. I do need to get a better way to get digestate done. So many big major purchases that I want to make, but after you make them, you're pretty much good to go. So I think this guy needs a layer of fertilizer, if I remember correctly. Nope, you're good. So we need to start. The grass field's going to need one. This field tin's going to need one. I think we planted this one first, so we'll head over to the potatoes. We can drive right through this because whatever. We got narrows on. The Massie destroyed half the field already, I feel like. But so we'll head over and get the far guy taken care of, and then we'll probably get the grass field done, and then we'll work on that field over there and kind of just work our way around. We should be able to just hire workers, and they'll be able to do a lot of the stuff here for us, so that'll be pretty sweet. And actually, if I hire a worker on this end, if it hangs over at the other side, then it'll actually just fertilize part of the grass field, so that will be better for us. I'm going to hang it over just a little bit, hopefully not enough to get in those trees, but just to make sure it covers everything. Perfect, that'll do it. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and hop in the Massie, which is where? Oh, right there. Yes. Perfect. We will unload this load of grass, and let's actually see how much we have in here. We probably have another half a trailer on our main grass field, and then probably another trailer and a half on our other grass field, plus we have what we have in town. So let's turn on the help screen and see what we got in this. So we got 54,000 liters in here, plus this. That's going to put us at about 100. So yeah, we'll be able to get that all in here. Right about there is pretty good. All right, I will keep working. What we might do too, this might be a better idea actually. Since we have the tedder, maybe after we get this field cleaned up and it grows back up, we mow it, and then we ted it, we windrow it, because we have a windrower as well, and then we lease the Primos, which is the pelleter, and then we can make hay pellets as well as do our straw. That would be pretty awesome. That'd be more efficient, I think, because the hay pellets are worth quite a bit too. So that'll be awesome if we can do that. Yeah, we might look into some storage solutions for some of the stuff, but we were thinking about getting the cheap hay loft for some of the straw, but we may just try to just get it dealt with. So we do want to get a big baler at some point. The Heston baler's fine, but then when I was trying to stack that many bales and it took me like 30 minutes, I was like, okay, maybe we need a bigger baler and then an auto stack. So that might make it a little bit easier for us, but we'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear and see how we're getting along. And what purchases we make first and whatnot. So I'm probably going to go ahead and speed up the, well, I'll wait for that to go. I'm probably going to go ahead and speed us up to 5 times, and then I will keep working and getting some more stuff done. All right, folks, so I just picked up all of the grass off of the contract that we did over there. Excuse me. We got 34,000 liters, so pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited about that. I think we already have over 200,000 liters in the bunker silo that I filled, so I think we're going to be pretty set and good to go and fulfill that other contract. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be done fermenting by tomorrow, maybe even late tonight, but we're not probably going to worry about it tonight. We'll get that done tomorrow. So yeah, we'll get this all fermented up. As far as fertilizing and herbicide goes, we'll take a look at that real quick. Oh, it's going to save. So everything's fertilized and herbicided, except for this guy's finishing up here, and then we'll throw a layer of fertilizer over here and layer of fertilizer on that, and then everything will be good to go for harvest. So I'm excited about that. And it looks like as far as growing goes, oh, by the way, I always do it the wrong way. These guys will be ready to harvest soon. Now we're probably going to wait until that guy gets good to go as well, so we'll probably hold off. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing right now. Is he trying to harvest or trying to spray that? Who knows what he's doing? That worker's kind of crazy. I don't know. He's fine. It's just an AI worker. Yep, there he is, driving. Just driving. Funny. Anyhow, let's take a look here. So yeah, this is probably the fullest we've ever had, one of our bunker silos. Yeah, so 204,000 liters in here already, plus this. And by the way, pro tip right here, I think I've already mentioned this before, but if you want to really compact this really quick, get a loaded or almost loaded trailer and drive over it. Look how fast it's gone up. We just drove over it and it went up 5%. So yeah, this is definitely the fastest way to compact stuff down. And then you put this in there, and then you still keep the trailer on, and then you compact it down the rest of the way by driving over. This is how I compact it, just because it's super efficient. Yeah, so you're already at 94%. It was at 70%. And I mean, I've been compacting it as I put in new loads. Of course, now we're stuck. So he says it's easier. Of course, I haven't gotten stuck doing this at all. And then I try to show you guys how it's the best way to do it. Part of that's probably because I have the milling machine on here. So let's go dump the milling machine off. Nope, our trailer's stuck in there now. It's fine. We'll just let the trailer ferment. Oh, man. Actually, before we keep working on that, let's go get the Fent. Let's get him working on the next thing. I don't know why you came over here, but we'll turn the help screen off for now. I don't know why you decided that it was a good idea to come over here, so... And anyhow... Yeah, I'm thinking we might do pellets the next episode. We'll see kind of what happens this episode, see if anything exciting happens or not. It may not happen. Are you tall enough to go over that fence? Oh, you're not. Okay, well... Knock that out real quick. And this way, this will all be done. And we'll just have to wait until it's ready to harvest. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. We'll have lots of stuff to harvest, lots of stuff to do. So, yeah. We'll probably end up leasing the big potato harvester and the big sugar beet harvester just to speed things up. I'm hoping that's enough sugar beets and potatoes. I'll be kind of bummed if we don't have enough and we're going to have to lease all the stuff again. Oh, I mean, I guess worst case scenario is we just have it for the pigs, but, oop, nope. There we go. All right, yeah, we'll leave the well, let's just put the milling machine away. We're done with it, so might as well put it away, get her out of the way. I've just been kind of sticking it in this barn over here. I do like these GDR barns, this barn pack. I really do like it. It does look pretty nice in there. All right. And there's other configurations of it too, so. Anyhow, let's go see if we can't save our trailer. I doubt it will go well, just because I'll be the one trying to save it, but we can see. Oh, of course this happened when I was being like, look at what the pros do. Like me. Definitely not a pro. Sorry, guys. Playing the game for a while doesn't necessarily equate to being good at it. I'll say that. We probably could back out now, but there, now we can pull it through. Yeah, so it was a milling machine. I swear. See, compacting is 100%. We barely drove over that a few times. So now I'm going to try to get this guy in the middle. Ish. I mean, I probably could put it down on the sides, but I feel like I'll have more luck driving over it if it's in the middle on top of all this. Of course, I could be wrong too. I don't fill to the very edges just because when you're pressing it down, it could leak out, and that drives me crazy. So I hate when that happens. So I try to get it all in there as best as possible in the middle. So yep, now we'll just drive over it. Well, if we can back over it correctly. But yeah, see, it went down probably like 15%. Now it's already back up to 90. So this is just so much quicker to compact it down is doing this. And you can get levelers and stuff as well, which work fine, but I don't see the point in going and hooking them up unless you're trying to play super realistic, because you wouldn't do this, obviously, for this reason right here, when you're getting stuck in here. But yeah, with the trailer, you wouldn't drive it around in here. But see if we can get enough speed to get over. If we can drive out of this on this side, I think we'll be compacted fully or pretty close. Yeah, pretty close, 97. Let's get it the rest of the way here. Yeah, 239, almost 200, well, I guess not almost 240,000, but 239,000 is pretty good. We can definitely take that. 100%, perfect. And Helper G has completed their task. Look at that. Everything's happening. All right, we'll go ahead and cover this guy. Beautiful. Yeah, you can see how well we flattened that down. Not. Oh, boy. All right, well, I will get back to it. As far as what's going to happen today, it looks like everything's growing fine. The grass actually started to grow back up over here. So that's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm going to work on maybe building this thing here that I have set up, thinking about doing. But yeah, so if I take care of that, I'm trying to think of what else I want to get done. Everything over here is pretty much good to go. The pigs, we need to sell more pigs. Not yet. We'll need to sell some before probably the end of tonight, but for now they're fine. The horses are still getting trained up pretty good. They're doing good. They're good on straw. You know what, let's go throw a couple bales of grass in with the sheep. That'll be good for them. This might drive some of you crazy, but I'm going to pull this one in the opposite way that the other trailer's in here. Let's go drive over to the sheep, and then I might actually just sweep some stuff up, you know, just have some fun with that sweeper driving around. I really like that kit there. I haven't really used it a whole lot around here, but I do like it quite a bit. This is the sweeper in case you haven't seen it. But we'll actually, what we can do real quick is we'll push these two pallets of wool off here. We're already getting more wool, which is great. Beautiful. Don't bump that one. Okay, let's get him some grass here real quick. We'll grab a couple bales. I don't know how many bales they're going to take. We'll just throw a couple around the corner here. Three, 4. We'll try 4, see how that does. Beautiful. Oop. There we go, and there we go. Where are they at now? Yeah, they still need several more bales. So, how's their water doing? Their water's a little low. Let's go fill them up with water real quick. We'll turn this guy on, and that should fill that guy. Perfect. I believe you could move this, or no. Keep filling. Can we enter this? No, it's only on certain ones. Okay. Yep, that's filling. That'll be full here in just a second. All right, we'll sweep up the sheep pen here in a second with the sweeper. There we go. I can throw them almost all the way over there. Real life, you'd be carrying them over there. You wouldn't be throwing them that far, probably. It'd probably be way too heavy for that. Then you'd be walking over there, cutting the strings off, and then spreading the grass out into the pen, or not the pen, excuse me, the trough. I worked for a farmer out in our area here when I used to work at a tire shop, and when I worked at a tire shop, I'd go work after hours for this farmer out here, and I would help him when he would bale hay. I helped him one year do all his baling and stuff. Well, he had someone come bale it, and then I essentially helped him put it away. We put hundreds of these bales, hundreds and hundreds of these bales into a barn. It was crazy. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see how they're doing now. Holy cow, still need more. That's okay. They'll be good for a while then once we get them set up, because in seasons you can only feed them up to, I think, 2 days worth of food, and then in regular gameplay you can do up to 10 days. So yeah, that's why it ends up working a lot better. I do like that you can feed them up for 10 days, but in real life, I mean, you're feeding them every day, maybe twice a day. You know, sometimes every other day. Like I remember my grandparents have horses, and sometimes they can get away with feeding them every other day just because they feed them big round bales. So like the big round bales we have in game, they'll feed them those guys, and a few horses, it takes them a while to go through a round bale. So, but anyhow, it all varies and depends how we doing. We're getting close now, probably a bale, maybe 2 more bales. 33, we could probably fit another bale in there. We'll see. I don't know what the max is going to be. I wish it had like a max in there. Did I just knock over my stack? I did. Well, oh well. 34, 370. So we're probably right on the. Let's try throwing another bale in there. Worst case scenario is we waste some of a grass bale. It's not a big deal. We produce grass here like it's going out of style. 35, 370. So yeah, that's definitely not going to take another bale. So that's perfect right there. So awesome. They're taken care of. How are the horses doing? They need more straw. They're good on all the other food, though. Yeah, because we fed them a little bit as well. Cleanliness for the pigs isn't great. And their cleanliness isn't bad either. But since we're here with the sweeper, we might as well clean them up. If you haven't seen this thing work, it is amazing. It's one of my new favorite mods. Just look at that. Just beautiful. And it produces manure, which some people are like, ah, whatever. But I like it. Let's actually do this. We're going to put it on the back of the tractor because it doesn't make sense to run that on the front, really, if we're trying to get rid of tire tracks, because it's supposed to get rid of the tire tracks, so. Look at this. Beautiful. No tire tracks. So let's get rid of ours as well as any ones we drive over. Fantastic. You can go really fast with this thing, too. You can cook around with this pretty fast. And yeah, it doesn't produce a ton of manure, but it is kind of fun to drive around. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I am enjoying this thoroughly. Oh, man. Sorry, you guys are probably like, this isn't what we came to watch, but... Oh, man. I do enjoy this. I know that the tracks eventually fade out and whatnot anyways. Ooh, we spun around there. But this is a lot of fun, I'm not going to lie. See if I can't get a full load of manure. Ooh, I spin around pretty good when I'm working with this thing, I guess. Kind of lose control a little bit. You know what? That actually kind of bugs me. Let's fix that up a little bit there. That's not really the dirt we're looking for. That's definitely not the dirt we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. There, clean that up a little bit more. All right, sweet. Well, as far as today goes, I might do a little bit more sweeping, and then what else we got going on? Don't have a whole lot going on. We might, yeah, he's done. He's got that one all good to go. Everything's fertilized, so everything's basically done around the farm. I'm just gonna sweep up a little bit and probably haul a load of pigs later, and that's probably all about all we're gonna get done today. But yeah, I'll bring you in either later today or tomorrow, one of the two. But yeah, one of those two. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so just a quick little update before I probably call it a day here on the farm. Everything is growing well. I'm not going to haul any pigs, I don't think. I think I'll just wait until the morning, and then we'll haul. We'll probably be pretty close to full in the morning, which would be good. So we'll haul those in the morning. Yep, everything else here for animals is looking good. What else did I do? Well, I organized some stuff, put some stuff away. I washed the sprayer, the Fent, and the slurry spreader. I parked the slurry spreader there, put the slurry tank there, the trailer. I hauled all of the slurry we had to the biogas plant. That was like 28,000 liters, and then I brought back 2 loads of digestate. So I figured that was something I could just do for the time being. What else? Oh, also too, remember that the town naming is going to happen, I think, on Tuesday. Let me see here. Tuesday the 26th of May. That's when we're going to announce the town name. So if you haven't already, please vote. You can go back to the last episode or vote on this one, either or. So again, Copper Springs or Washington Valley. Right now, I think Copper Springs is in the lead by several votes. So if you want Washington Valley to win, you really want that to be the one, you better start voting. If you want Copper Springs to stay in the lead, then you better vote as well. So and actually, you know what? That's just notice this, and that's going to bother me. So we're going to get rid of that real quick. Okay, here we are. So that was kind of weird, but I had to edit that out. So when I hit enter on the menu to terraform, I forgot that I had already updated the town and added the thing I want to show you guys, which I don't believe is going to be the thumbnail. So I wanted to make sure that it might be the thumbnail, and you guys are like, well, whatever. But I didn't want you guys to see what I built, so I edited that out. That's why there was that little weird transition there. But there, that's fixed. You can't fix that, can you? No, you can't. Okay. Yeah, everything's looking good around the farm. I'm digging what we got going on. Nothing much else happening, I don't think. There's a little load of manure from the sweeper. It got full. It also picks up straw, so I accidentally hit a little bit of the straw here. So technically speaking, we could transform all of our straw into manure, which would be profitable. Not as profitable as, boy, they already made another mess. Wouldn't be as profitable as selling the straw as straw pellets per se, but hey, it would be something different for sure. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Did I do anything else? I don't think I did. Everything's kind of organized. I know these pallets are just sitting out here. I'll fix that later. Yep, everything's pretty set up. I put the sweeper under here and moved the washer over there. That was another thing I did. This vehicle shed is very full. I like it. So ideally, I like it where I can access every single thing individually. Like there's like, the seeder would be the only, like everything would be like the seeder here. This would be the only thing here, like the planter's the only thing here. Combine would be the only thing there. When you get a bigger combine, that's not going to fit in there anyways. I am thinking about maybe, I don't know if I want to just get rid of this shed. At the minimum, I was thinking about cutting out like these trees back here and then making it so you could drive around this way and pull straight out this way. We can't get rid of these rocks, so pull like down this way and maybe go out at an angle or something where you could pull trailers in. So maybe have a shed that comes out a little further, but like a longer shed. Like if we go into the store, I'm thinking about something like maybe, what's a pull-through shed? That's a decent one. It's not terribly huge. I think that's the one we have. This one's a pull-through, but it's not as big as I thought it would be. So that wouldn't be a bad one, maybe. I don't know. It's probably too big for that area still. But yeah, we could do a bunch of these. I don't really want to do that if I can avoid it. That would almost be a better, I don't know. This just seems like maybe not a good area for it. Maybe I'll look at some other sheds in the mod hub and see if I can't find something that I like to put there. But yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow we'll see what we get done. I'm not sure what else we're going to have happen in this episode. So as far as that tree contract, like I said, we are going to plant, of course I'm going to let that go. We're going to plant some trees. I'm thinking about maybe using this land here to plant trees because we really don't need a field there, and it's kind of at an angle and stuff like that, so it might just be easy to plant trees there. I do want to maybe extend this field out, or maybe even I just plant trees here and leave that and we just keep doing grass off of that. Honestly, we have plenty of fields for right now. Like for the equipment we have until we get bigger stuff, we kind of need to just settle down with the fields that we got. So I do maybe want to do some corn silage at some point, since we could buy the, where is it at? Is it under miscellaneous? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Let's go into, I think it's probably under the silage stuff, huh? It's probably under forage harvesters. So there's like this guy here, which I always forget this guy exists. Actually, that's not a bad idea either. 38,000, that's kind of pricey. The mangle's what I'm thinking of. Very small, but that would probably take us forever. Honestly, we probably will at some point in this series get a like legit forage harvester and do stuff like that. But this guy wouldn't be bad to have on the front. Run that with a Massie, that would take care of some corn really quick and get us a lot of silage off of a field. So maybe since we have the corn planter now, we might do some silage at some point. So just all these different things that I'm thinking about getting done and doing. But so tomorrow morning, at the very minimum, we're gonna go check out what I added to the town, which is, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty excited about it. So I hope you guys will like it too. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of call it a night. I'm probably gonna go, well, Massie doesn't look like it needs to be cleaned, but I'm probably gonna go park it here in the shed. I'm not very good at getting everything parked. Normally I work until it gets dark, and then I'm like, well, everything's out where it's at, you know. But been a lot better about getting it parked recently, so that's good. All right, pull that in there. All right, so yeah, we're gonna kind of call it a day for now. I will see you guys in the morning. All right, I know I said I would bring you guys back in the morning, but we had to take a look at this at night. Got the truck parked up here next to the house, and this is that kind of barbecue area and setup we have. I do like the little red lights. Oh man, I do like it. Like there's just enough light out here where you could sit down, you could, you know, relax, drink a cup of coffee for me or whatever, or a soda or whatever else you want to drink, or a beer for some of you. But yeah, just come out here, relax, look out on the water. Like, look at that. Like, I want this in real life. This looks just relaxing. You'd probably want to maybe have, I mean, in real life, you'd have switches for your floodlights, so you'd be able to turn those babies off. But yeah, if you'd turn the floodlights off and come out here and just relax. Oh man. Nice little light over the grill. You could still cook at night. Oh, I love it. These look really nice. And this is the farm lamp pack, and this is available for all platforms. So no matter where you're at, you can add these kind of lightings and stuff like that. So be aware of that. But yeah, I thought I'd share that just because this does look really nice. I do like what this does to the place. So I think the red and blue kind of are a good little contrast to each other. So I do like this quite a bit. But anyhow, now I'm going to go get some sleep, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. So we're going to go into town and check out what's going on down there, what I added, which now I'm thinking about it, it might actually be the thumbnail, so you guys may have already seen it. I was thinking we were going to get to like maybe sugar beet harvesting, and that was going to be the thumbnail or something like that, because I think everything should be ready to harvest. All right, yep, remove tops. Ooh, the potatoes aren't ready yet. No, none of that stuff either. Weird, I'm surprised. But at least that's ready to go. The grass will be ready soon again for another round, which will be good, because I might do... Oof, so many things to get done around the farm, but very exciting. I'm going to drop our time back down to real time here, down to 1 time. So yep, that's looking good. Yeah, how are the animals doing? Horses are getting up there. They are doing good. When it's getting closer, we can sell our horses, which would be awesome. 97 pigs, definitely need to sell some pigs, but for now we are going to go ahead and drive into town and take a look. And this idea you're about to see, which is probably the thumbnail, now I'm thinking about it, in addition to the giveaway. I'm sure the giveaway will be on the thumbnail as well, but this is an idea by Red Turbo 66, who commented this a while back. So, and since it is on the thumbnail, we're to start talking about it. I already know what's going to be there. We have made a farmer's market in our town, and it is awesome. I am very excited about it. So first off, we'll zoom out here to take a look. So they extended this county road a little bit. So it goes down, we'll just drive down it, why not? We got the time to do so. You guys are like, no, we don't. But so there's a farmer's market. We'll go look at all the details on that soon. They also did some work around the factory here. It looks like they've got it all set up, so they shouldn't need another mow from us. I've made the road go out that way. These roads both go nowhere, so we can just drive back over here. I'm not sure how to do this. I also talked to these guys. They said that they are going to be a meat factory, but they said they have another building they're going to build, and it might go in here. They said they might work on removing that rock. But yeah, so we'll see what happens there. That might happen soon here, maybe the next episode or so. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. Maybe if they're a meat factory, we can sell stuff for a higher price to them. But so this is kind of a service entrance, if you will, for vendors and what have you out here at the farmer's market. So let's go park up front. We'll go park in the main entrance, and then we are going to go ahead and walk around, and we'll talk about kind of my inspiration maybe, or what I'm thinking about some of the stuff that's in here. So here's kind of just your parking lot, main parking lot. Come in. We'll turn off the lights. We don't need those on, and why I'm driving around with those on. So I know I said I wasn't going to do really a whole lot more on the fence side of things, but so this is 2 fences here and 2 fences here, so it's not that many. And I did add a lot more details to this than I would normally have added, just because it's the farmer's market. This is somewhere where we can sell stuff. We're going to go here more often. It's more visible. It's more open. So I'd rather take away some of the decoration from other parts of the town and move it to here. So I'm pretty okay with how much I used. I did put a couple of lamps in, which I know. Here is a milk sell point, a potato sell point, which is cool. So these are part of the self-marketing, and all this will be in the spreadsheet that's linked below, all the mods I use. And this one I don't believe is a sell point. It's designed to have one put in it, like one of the vending machines, but I'm just going to leave it as is. I just kind of needed another building here. This is a sell point. I don't know what all it buys and sells and whatnot. And we have the pallet sell point over here now. I sold the one over at the garden center, so here's where we're going to sell pellets, and I put it kind of towards the entrance of the main road because you'll probably don't want to bring big equipment in here to sell pellets. The Farmer Cop Supply Co. has rented these buildings right here, this one and this one. They're going to start setting up. Looks like they brought just their truck over with a load of stuff. So here's some of the stuff they're going to have on there. They got cow feed, horse feed, chicken feed, pig feed, and sheep feed there. They have seeds, looks like lime, manure, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, some diesel barrels. So yeah, they're going to probably start displaying some of their stuff. And this is the trailer that was modded by Kyle. And if you didn't know about this trailer, which I didn't know, and I should have shown it off, the cover on it. So if you've seen pictures on my Discord of him posting these, and he posted them to me, but I don't know why I didn't think I had the trailer. But and then the sides fold up, so pretty sweet. I do like this quite a bit. It's a really cool trailer. It's got even cooler now that I know how to use it properly. But yeah, so there's that. We'll set that stuff in here. I know this is a ghetto looking pond fountain thing, whatever it is, but I put the dolphin in the middle. And if you didn't know about no man's land, across the whole map there's a layer of water just below, so you can't really work your way down too far. You can't get rid of this water. It's part of the map. So that is something to be aware of. But yeah, and I did put fences around it. I couldn't just have like an open pool of water here. It would have looked like a mistake or something, but it still kind of looks like one. But anyhow, this is just a barn. I don't even know if you can go in here. Is this decorative barn only? Yeah, it's just decorative. So yeah, there's just a barn here, I guess. Vendors store stuff and different things there. And I know there's more fences, but this whole big fence here is 3 fences, only 3 pieces instead of each one being an individual part. And those are the fences that come standard in the No Man's Land pack. So I added a lot of different things where you can make money by the hour on. I'm pretty sure you don't make money on them. I'm almost confident you don't make money unless you load them up with water or manure, like one or the other. So we're not going to load them up. They're just kind of here. So this is the vineyard. And then we have some different, just various greenhouses and such that are all in the mod hub. So yeah, and these will all be linked in the description. Or not the description, they'll be linked in the spreadsheet that is on Google Drive. That is linked in the description. So yeah, different pieces. This is kind of like a community garden, or maybe people rent these guys out and then they can grow whatever product they're going to sell at the farmer's market and then come over here, and just kind of work with it to kind of be pretty neat. And then I just put an office in here because this would be kind of like where the manager would be for the farmer's market for, to buy permits to sell here or to, rent the different buildings and facilities. So I thought that was kind of nifty. I kind of like the way it's set up. If these do make me money without me touching them, let me know, because we're going to get a lot of money then without actually doing anything or deserving it. And I don't want that to be the case. I can still leave them in there, but I'd probably end up just having to take out a certain amount every day of money. But yeah, so here we are. This was originally, I was planning to put it over where Farmer Cop Supply Co. is, but I elected to put it here because Farmer Cop Supply Co., that way they have more room to grow and everything like that. So yeah, we haven't bought anything yet from Farmer Cop Supply Co. I'm sure we will at some point. But yeah, so Farmer Cop Supply Co. purchased this whole chunk of land through here. They originally only owned half of it, but they offered the city a lot of money to buy the rest of it. So there they have it. And I believe they also own this back here. They're just not going to do anything with it for the time being, but I do believe they own that. So yeah, the neighborhoods they haven't started on yet. The straw barn, they're not sure where they're going to buy a new replacement place. But they're probably going to go out. They said, I talked to the owner of the straw barn. He said he's thinking about building out this way, more down that county road. So that's where he's thinking about building. He might actually build out by the county grain elevators. He's just kind of seeing what they're going to offer him as far as what he can do and everything like that. All right, guys. Well, let's actually just drive back to the farm, and then we'll take a look at some equipment here. And actually, let's go take a look at our silage. I think it's going to be ready to go as well, which would be nice. I mean, I'm sure it is. There's no way it's not after being fermenting overnight. But yeah, that was Red Turbo 66's idea. So I really dig that. I'm really glad I added that to the farm, to the town. So I really like that idea. I think it's a fantastic addition. I really like it. It gives us more sell points and stuff like that. But yeah, and we do have to buy a permit if we're going to sell stuff at the farmer's market, so we'll worry about that later. But let's hop out here and go take a look. And how many liters do we end up getting in here eventually? 239,000. So easily we got 39,000 to go to the BGA, and we got the other bit to go to our subscriber contract. So that'll be awesome. We'll get that all loaded up and shipped. What else we got going on today? We need to look at leasing some equipment. So sugar beets, I don't think I want to use. Well, I mean, that's just so much cheaper to do that. Gosh, there's no way we can't. I'll probably lease those 2 pieces of equipment and get that going. Yeah, we'll probably do that with potatoes too, I think. Just because if you look at that, it's like the leasing cost between these guys, it's like we're looking at $5 grand, $2 grand an hour, and then $1,100 and $500 an hour. And then if we're looking at going to the legit sugar beet harvester, not only like for the cheapest one in here, not only are we looking at 19 grand, $20,000, and then another 8,000 an hour, which we might, even if we did it all in an hour, it's like still, that's going to be so much more. And we do 2 hours on the other one, it's going to be way more efficient that way. In addition to leasing that, you'd still have to go in here and get a header for it, which you're looking at, again, another 3,000. So yeah, it's just, ooh, different designs. I didn't know that. Nifty. I don't do a lot of sugar beets, but yeah, so is what it is. I'm sure our sugar beet fields will be plenty for what we need, maybe even a little too much. Hopefully we have enough potatoes. That's the one I'm really worried about, is getting enough potatoes. I probably should have just planted this field with potatoes too, or done another one with potatoes, but we'll see. So sugar beets is what's going to happen probably next episode. And I also want to maybe try, we probably won't be able to do straw harvest DLC then the next episode either. Ugh. All right, well, anyhow, comment below if you want to be a part of the giveaway, everything like that. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. Anyhow, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you, and thank you for watching.